Hey Cancer, Dark Eve Tarot here. I am Eve, and we're gonna do something a little bit different for this series. I am just going to get messages of confirmation for you, either something that you know, something that you were wondering, something you might have been worried about, something like that. And I kind of call it like confirmation station, where I try get like a few rows of cards out and just see if I how many messages I can get to try to cover as many of you as possible. All right, for Cancer. Okay, confirmations for Cancer. Okay, so we have the Malady card here, and then we have Wife. I mean, face value, taking care of someone who is a little bit under the weather. And then we have the Death card, so that's an ending of something. It's almost like if there is someone that's ill in bed, if there is someone that's ill or sick, I want to say that it has something to do with too much of something. Just because, like this, like on the death card here, it has that scythe here, and the scythe is usually about cutting something out, like cutting something out of your diet, or yeah, there's something about cutting something out here. And we have the faithfulness card here, and because it's coming out next to the death card, it almost seems like there is maybe someone that's not the best friend that you thought they were, Cancer. Maybe it's time to think about cutting them out of your life. Although that does seem kind of harsh. So we have the room card here, and the room makes me think of boundaries. So it's not so much about cutting someone out of your life, Cancer, but it's about boundaries. It's like you need to make some space between you and someone else. You need to make some space between you and someone else. It's like, I don't know if you're being smothered or you're the one doing this smothering, Cancer, but there is a need for some kind of breathing breathing room. All right, so we have a young woman, enemy, constancy. Okay, so Cancer, some of you may be dealing with a young person. It doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, but someone who thinks that everyone is their enemy. Like, everybody hates me. It almost feels like a child or a teenager or something, where, like, oh my gosh, they're so mean to me and everything's this, and I can't believe they did that to me. Like, it feels like a complainer, like you're like a constant complainer. And I'm not even sure that this young person here, I'm not even sure they even know what enemy even means. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of afraid that if this young person keeps complaining about how everyone sucks and everyone's this or that, then they might actually get a taste of an enemy and they're not going to like it. So that's kind of a real specific message for someone, though. I feel like if you're a Cancer, if you're around a constant complainer, um whoever that is, they need to worry. They need to watch out. They need to watch out and kind of curb their complaining, or they're going to attract more of that, and it'll be like this continuous cycle. Shit, they can be the one with the malady. That could be their malady right there. I mean, it could be one, like it could be a child of yours, or like one of your children's friends, or something like that. All right, so Cancer. I'm gonna put these over here because we want to get a couple more rows for you. All right, confirmations for Cancer. Confirmations for Cancer. Five of Pentacles, Five of Rings, and Three of Swords. Dang. Cancer. This feels kind of rough here. It does feel like past energy though. Cancer, it feels like at some point in the past, I want to say it's semi-recent past, that there's a part of you that felt like giving up on something. There's a part of you that felt like giving up on something. But not like, it was like just a feeling. You didn't give up, but you felt like it. It was just kind of a dark time, Possibly have to do with a relationship. We have Two of Cups here. It's like in the semi-recent past, you felt like giving up on something, and it's strongly leaning towards a relationship, like another person. It could very well have something to do with just needing this whole needing space thing, because we have this faithfulness card up here, and that's that, like that loyal dog image, right? It's like, I don't know. And it's so painful here because five of rings with the Three of Swords. Those are two very difficult cards to just to even have in a reading, but to have them come out together, it just intensifies the significance of the painful situation. It's like it makes whatever decision, like if you had to make a decision to cut someone out of your life, or if you had to make a decision, or if even just thinking about, like, even just thinking about a painful decision is, it's nerve wracking. Anyway, so we have King of Wands here, which means that after this period of time here, something kind of new happened. Something new happened. This King of Wands, it's kind of like innovative. As if like there was some kind of solution found. It's like, or is it, or something simple like just Stella got her groove back, or you know what I mean? Something like that. It's like basically it's overcoming. This was overcome, but it was very difficult. And if anyone told you that, your feelings didn't matter, or get over it, or blah blah blah, that kind of stuff, like, this is confirmation for you that yes, what you went through was extremely difficult. It wasn't just, oh, Cancer's overreacting again, or you know what I mean? Because I could totally feel that for some of you, someone has accused you of being too sensitive, and that totally is pissing me off right now. All right, let's get to the next row. Let's get to the next row. Okay, any more messages? Any more confirmations for Cancer? You weren't being too sensitive, okay? All right, any more confirmations for Cancer? Page of Rings. Okay, learning something new. This is either learning something new or figuring something out. And we have Three of Cups. So some kind of collaborative effort. What else? Let's bring it together. Oh, cool. Ace of Rings. New opportunity. Very cool. So, for some of you, Cancer, it's almost like you started, I want to say like you started like reading up on something, or you, you came across either like, like some kind of documentary or some kind of new like topic or something that you normally wouldn't gravitate towards, but you went ahead and just kind of, it kind of piqued your interest and you kind of looked into it a little bit, and it kind of opened, just with this ring, the way this ring is here, it kind of just opened up something for you, and it actually led you to I want to say like a little community here with the Three of Cups. Some like some kind of gathering where it's like a gathering of minds, because you have these three, it's a gathering of minds. You have skull, 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 and it's like these two skulls are pouring this golden elixir into this flower here. It's almost like there was some kind of information that you needed from these other people, and it could just be their energy, because this is cups, right? It could just be like you really needed their energy, and you would never have come across it if you hadn't followed that nudge and looked into whatever this was that kind of piqued your interest. Something that wasn't like super typical of you, right? And then that leads you to the Ace of Rings, which is a completely new discovery. And I want to say this is a new discovery about yourself, but also like something that is very practical, like something that, like, some kind of practical discovery about yourself that you can apply to your life. You know what I mean? Eight of Rings. Sweet. You jump from the ace to the eight. This is really cool. So, Cancer, whatever whatever this is that you studied, and whatever this kind of rejuvenation you got with this, Three of Cups, with these, a couple other people that really kind of opened your eyes to something about yourself. It's like whatever this is that you're doing, this thing that you learned about yourself that has practical applications in your life for improvement. You are skipping from the ace all the way to the eight, which is a huge jump. It's like mega benefits, right? And it's like something that, like, you couldn't even have wished for it, because you didn't even realize it was that, like, something that you couldn't realize that was possible. Like, I mean, it's like one of those things where, like, for me, really, that kind of feeling. Pretty cool. I'm loving this bottom row here. All right. So, Cancer, these are your messages, and if they resonate, I hope it confirms something. And if it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it, don't push it, and I will see you later.